Legends of the Superheroes 1979. The Flash appears in the 1979 TV special Legends of the Superheroes. Portrayed by Rod Haas, this version leans heavily into humor and camp, reflecting the era's lighthearted approach to superheroes. Flash uses his super speed mostly for quick gags and simple problem-solving rather than action-heavy moments. While limited in scope, this appearance is significant as one of the earliest live-action portrayals of the Flash, helping introduce the character to television audiences. The Flash 1990. The very first live-action appearance of The Flash happened in 1990 with a feature-length TV movie that served as the pilot for the CBS series. John Wesley Shipp stepped into the role of Barry Allen, portraying a man driven by both justice and a personal tragedy, the death of his mother. The show's tone was dark and atmospheric, heavily inspired by Tim Burton's Batman films, giving it a noir edge that was rare for superhero television at the time. From a production perspective, the pilot was incredibly ambitious. It was one of the most expensive TV projects of its era. Instead of CGI, the filmmakers relied on inventive techniques to convey the Flash's super speed. They used variable frame rates, hand-drawn lightning effects, and practical stunts, which meant John Wesley Shipp was often performing complex sequences on set. The Flash suit itself cost over $100,000 and was considered revolutionary for television. Although the series struggled with ratings and was eventually canceled after one season, the pilot movie left a lasting impression. It is now considered iconic and even canonized as part of DC's multiverse, making it the definitive starting point for live-action portrayals of the Scarlet Speedster. The Flash, the Trickster 1991. Following the cancellation of the CBS series, Warner Bros. Repackaged several episodes into standalone TV movies for international broadcast and cable. The first of these was The Trickster, which aired in 1991. This movie focused on Mark Hamill's fan-favorite villain, the Trickster, whose manic, unpredictable energy stole the show. Hamill infused the character with a mix of theatrical flair and chaotic humor, making him instantly memorable. This TV movie allowed audiences to see a complete, villain-focused story outside the episodic format. The Trickster's popularity endured, eventually leading to Hamill reprising the role decades later, bridging different Flash eras. By packaging the episodes as a movie, Warner Bros. Kept The Flash alive in pop culture during a time when superhero stories were considered risky for film and television. The Flash, the Deadly Nightshade 1992. The Deadly Nightshade aired internationally in 1992, further exploring the darker side of Barry Allen's world. The movie introduced a villain who weaponized fear and hallucinations, pushing the psychological intensity of the Flash series to new heights. This installment emphasized suspense and tension, showing that superhero stories could handle complex, darker themes while still being family-friendly. Although it is often overlooked compared to the Trickster, the Deadly Nightshade played an important role in maintaining the character's presence in the early 90s. Its 1992 international release helped solidify Lee Flash's reputation as a serious hero who could exist beyond the bright, colorful world of comic books. 1997 Justice League of America. In the 1997 TV movie Justice League of America, the Flash is portrayed by Kenny Johnston as Barry Allen. This version presents Flash as a young and inexperienced hero who struggles with confidence and control over his powers. His speed abilities are visually stylized with blur effects and slow motion, showcasing early attempts to translate superspeed to live action. Unlike comic portrayals of a confident scientist, this Flash is more uncertain, emphasizing teamwork and growth rather than mastery. Although the movie received mixed reactions, it remains a notable moment in Flash history, representing one of the few live-action. Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice 2016. After more than 20 years without a live-action cinematic Flash, 2016 brought him back with Ezra Miller debuting as Barry Allen in Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. His cameo was brief, but it was significant. Flash was anxious, fast-talking, and emotionally raw, different take from earlier portrayals. One pivotal scene, added late in post-production, showed Barry traveling through time to warn Bruce Wayne about the future. This was the first live-action depiction of the Flash's time travel abilities. While audiences at the time may not have fully grasped its importance, the scene laid the groundwork for his larger role in future films. Miller's portrayal introduced a version of Barry Allen who was relatable, vulnerable, and human, while still hinting at the almost limitless potential of his powers. Suicide Squad 2016. Later that same year, the Flash appeared in a very short cameo in Suicide Squad. He is seen capturing Captain Boomerang, reinforcing his dual identity as both a superhero and a forensic scientist with ties to law enforcement. Though brief, the cameo was carefully executed. Ezra Miller performed wire-assisted stunts, giving a tangible sense of speed without relying solely on CGI. This appearance helped establish the DCEU's interconnected universe, showing that Barry Allen existed alongside other heroes, even in minor roles. Justice League 2017. The 2017 theatrical release of Justice League marked the Flash's first full ensemble movie role. Barry Allen was portrayed as the youngest and least experienced member of the team, providing humor, vulnerability, and heart. He often served as comic relief, balancing out the more intense characters like Batman and Wonder Woman. Behind the scenes, Justice League experienced major director changes which affected the tone of the characters. Despite the comedic approach, one crucial scene remained: Barry pushing past his limits to help resurrect Superman. Even in the lighter version, audiences could see his untapped potential, hinting at the hero he could become in future films. Zack Snyder's Justice League 2021. In 2021, Zack Snyder's Justice League dramatically expanded Barry Allen's role. The film emphasized his intelligence, emotional depth, and courage, giving him far more screen time and importance than in a theatrical cut. The defining moment of the Snyder Cut shows Barry running faster than light to reverse time, saving the universe from destruction. This sequence used motion capture, digital environments, and experimental physics simulations to portray his incredible speed. For the first time, the Flash was central to the story, not just comic relief. This scene became one of the most celebrated moments in DC cinema, solidifying the character as a cornerstone of the DCEU. The Flash 2023. Finally, after years of development, the Flash solo film was released in 2023, drawing heavily from the Flashpoint comic storyline. The movie follows Barry as he attempts to alter the past to save his mother. His actions fracture reality, causing a multiverse collapse and bringing together multiple versions of familiar characters. The film features Michael Keaton reprising his role as Batman for the first time since 1992, and Ben Affleck making his final appearance as Bruce Wayne. The story is deeply emotional, exploring themes of grief, consequence, and acceptance. Barry's journey highlights that some moments cannot be changed, no matter how powerful he becomes. With multiple timelines, alternate Barrys, and legacy characters, the film established the Flash as not only a hero of speed, but a central figure in the multiverse.